Lost track of how many blisters I got. If you ain't been up to see Grey Garden, you should go. Whole place is run by robots. Farming's as honest work gets.
Think Kellogg was planning something big here? Or maybe this is just where he'd hide to lick his wounds.
Yeah? If you work, you eat. It's as simple as that.
Hey,
Go ahead. What do you need?
your thoughts?
Wonder what Kellogg was up to before we dropped in on him.
That's all for now.
Sure, sure.
My mic wasn't even...
I've done this so many times. I just space out, man.
Command Center.
So, Kellogg wasn't giving us any bull. Your son really is on the inside. Even I don't know where the Institute is, and they built me.
Oh, Mr. Metal for Hands doesn't know how to get back to the factory?
No, I skipped that part of the orientation film while they were busy pulling me apart and putting me back together again. We're in the weeds here. Time to take a step back. Bring in some fresh eyes. Only person I know willing to snoop up the Institute's tail feathers is Piper, the reporter in Diamond City. I say we head her way. Talk this through.
I'll catch up later.
All right. I'll see you in Diamond City. And don't worry. The night just got darker, but it can't last forever.
Nick.
We'll meet up at Public Occurrences. Don't worry, we'll get help. Just head to Diamond City.
Oh, yeah. Longest elevator ride ever?
Roof access.
Does Piper actually move? Okay. Cheap, cheaty playthrough.
Well, well. Nikki Valentine walks into my office for a change.
What can I say?
All
Piper?
right, give me the comic books.
Me, and hard luck all seem to run together like acid rain down an old sewer.
You, including your client here in that analogy? So, you
Comic
two
books in here?
finally letting me in on this little case of yours. What's the story?
Comic books.
I didn't make it in time. Kellogg was working with the Institute, and he gave them Sean. I've lost him all over again.
The Institute. Oh boy. I've been investigating these creeps for over a year now. The Commonwealth's boogeyman. Feared and hated by everyone.
True enough.
Sometimes they snatch people in the middle of the night, and sometimes they leave old synths behind to remind us that they're out there, but to this day, there's one thing nobody really knows.
Where the Institute actually is. Or how to get in.
Exactly. But there's one person who has to know, right? The guy who just handed them Sean.
Kellogg. Huh.
You read my mind. He had to have a way in and out.
Yeah, but we both know he's not exactly available for a chat and coffee.
We can talk to him. Feel like holding a seance?
Yeah, if only.
So, a murderer and a kidnapper gets his brains blown out by an avenging parent. Huh. Be a great ending if we didn't still have the biggest mystery in the Commonwealth to solve.
Doesn't matter what he knew. I'd kill him again in a heartbeat.
Gets his brains blown out. Huh.
I get to pick all the jerky answers now.
You know, we may not need the man at all.
You're talking crazy here, Nick. Got a fault in the old subroutines?
Look, there's a place in Good Neighbor called the Memory Den. Relive the past moments in your mind as clear as the day they happened. If anyone could get a dead brain to sing, it'll be Dr. Amari, the mind behind the memories.
There's no way that
That's
would ever
insane.
work.
I like it.
Stay with me on this. We get a piece of Kellogg's gray matter and take it to Amari. Then we see if she's got the goods to pull this off.
Jesus, Nick. Gross. Seriously?
I know it's grisly, but what choice do we have? We got no leads, nothing. That old Merc's brain just might have all the secrets we need to know.
I'm gonna need a really sharp ice cream scoop.
I'm sure you'll manage.
Whether we're riding this crazy brain train or not, we can't all go running across the Commonwealth, so... who's coming with you?
I have to go to the memory
coming with
den
me.
either way, if I'm going to introduce you to Amari.
Coming with me.
But if you want to head there together, just say so.
I'll head out with Piper. We'll meet you there, Nick.
Sounds good. You two stay out of trouble. Don't worry. We're gonna get your boy back. Just a few more steps.
Yeah, get my boy back. Yo, boy.
Hey,
What you got for me?
She knows what I got for her.
Read about the man out of time. Vault Dweller wakes up after 200 years. Ain't got nothing better to do.
My game don't crash.
Who's there? Let's do this.
Wow! There's a whole bunch, aren't there? For now. Still here?
Worthless loot.
Check out the church. Let's see if there's any loot. Looking for comic books, man. I got comic books to find.
What? Who's there? Oh. What's that? A noise. Out there.
That went better than expected.
Back Bay.
I can carry something.
There we go.
Comic book. Found a comic. It was worth coming in here. Totally worth it.
peace.
Cover!
We made it to Good Neighbor and the game didn't crash, man. That is a miracle. I will take that.
Good neighbor, huh? You looking to get stoned or stabbed?
Well, hello.
Sure, let's take a look.
Each weapon tested on someone who deserved it.
Brotherhood of Steel better stay out of Good Neighbor. All I'm saying.
You.
Well, well, Mr. Valentine. I thought you had forgotten about little old me.
Man, I see
May have
you.
walked out of the den, Irma, but I'd never walk out on you.
Amari's downstairs, you big flirt. Here for Amari? She's downstairs.
Oh, girl.
Dr. Amari?
Yes? I take it this isn't a social call.
Excellent.
Oh, yeah.
Reading?
I didn't hear that. What?
Doctor, it's time for you to reverse death itself.
What?
I wouldn't have put it quite that way, but it's true. We need a dead man's memories. Guy named Kellogg.
Are you two mad? Putting aside the fact that you're asking me to defile a corpse, you don't realize that the memory simulators require intact, living brains to function.
I mean, technically, the corpse was defiled already.
This dead brain had inside knowledge of the Institute, Amari. The biggest scientific secret of the Commonwealth. You need this, and so do we.
Fine. I'll take a look. But no guarantees. Do you have it with you?
Could you say that like Dr. Frankenstein?
Ego, fetch me the brain.
No?
No, I will not. Now, do you have it?
Could you say that like Dr. Frankenstein? Igor, fetch me the brain. No?
No, I will not. Now, do you have it?
Here's what I could find.
What's this? This isn't a brain. This is... Wait, that's the hippocampus. And this thing attached to it? A neural interface?
Those circuits look awfully familiar.
I'm not surprised. From what I've seen, all Institute technology has a similar architecture.
So the brain is still good, right?
Possibly. There's no sign of decay, so the tech is probably preserving the tissue, injecting some kind of compound to keep it stable. But there's no way to access the memories inside without a compatible port.
You're talking about me, right? I'm an old synth. If the Institute built me out of similar parts, we might have an in.
There could be long-term side effects. I don't know where to even begin with listing the risks.
Don't bother. I don't need to hear them. Plug me in, Doc.
We should try plugging you into a toaster next. Fresh toast.
It's nice to know that even when I'm about to have a foreign object shoved into my noggin, you find new horrible ways to laugh at my expense.
Whenever you're ready, Mr. Valentine.
If I start cackling like an old grizzled mercenary, pull me out, okay?
Let's see here. I need you to keep talking to me, Mr. Valentine. Any slight change in your cognitive functions could be dire. Are you feeling any different?
There's a lot of flashes. Static. I can't make sense of any of it, Doc.
That's what I was afraid of. The mnemonic impressions are encoded. It appears the Institute has one last failsafe. There's a lock on the memories in the implant.
More problems. Seriously?
It's not like anyone has ever done this before. You try making a secret technology work across hardware generations out of spare parts. Just let me think. The encryption is probably meant to keep a single mind from accessing the data. So what if we use two? We load both you and Mr. Valentine into the memory loungers. Run your cognitive functions in parallel. He'll act as a host, while your consciousness drives through whatever memories we can find.
Nick and I are gonna share a mind? Yeah, I'm not gonna see him in any compromising positions, am I?
Yeah, if a smart mouth was all it took to solve problems, we would have found your son by now.
No. You won't have to worry about that. The only memories you'll access are the ones in the implant.
All right. Let's get started.
Just sit down over there, and keep your fingers crossed.
See you on the other side.
Yeah, with fingers.
Initiating brainwave migration between the transplant and the host. Mnemonic activity coming from the transplant. It's degenerated, but it's there. We're going to load you into the strongest memories we can find. They might not be stable. Just hold on. Can you hear me? Ah, good. The simulation appears to be working, although the memories are quite fragmentary.
This jerk's brain.
I'll try to step you through the intact memories and hope we find one that gives us some clue to the Institute's location. There. This is the earliest intact memory I can find. Remember, you are experiencing these memories as Kellogg. This may prove disorienting at first.
This kid has comic books.
I'm sure that's gonna take some getting used to for a lot of
I was such a dummy back then. What did I know about how the world worked? I think now she wanted me to kill him. I should have. Instead, I ended up running away. I told myself I wanted to find somewhere out from under the thumb of the NCR and all their rules. But really, I was running from the guilt of not protecting her from Dad. Yeah, it doesn't matter now, though.
This doesn't seem to be what we're looking for.
Those comic books.
There appears to be another intact memory close to you in temporal sequence. There. Try that one.
It's gonna be fine. You'll see.
But we don't know anybody here. And now, with the baby?
Come on, Sarah. You've got to give it a chance. I finally got steady work with a good outfit. Nothing like that in the NCR these days.
No, I'm not saying this was a mistake.
I was the worst thing that ever happened to her. If she'd never met me, she'd have stayed in the hub, maybe hooked up with someone who didn't kill people for a living. Probably been happier than she was with me. Almost certainly lived longer.
I'm just...
The thing about happiness is you only know you had it when it's gone.
Let's keep looking. I'll connect
I mean,
you to the next
you may
intact
think
memory.
to yourself that you're happy, but you don't really believe it. Focus on the petty bullshit or...
How did you think this was gonna end, Kellogg? You thought you could just fuck with us, and we wouldn't fuck with you? Just so you know, they died like dogs. And you
I found another memory
weren't there
I'll
to help
connect you.
them.
Tasty.
Mind if we sit down?
Suit yourself.
Yeah, enough of this. Enough. Let's get to the end.
Well, we seem to be getting closer. Try this next one.
Enough. Everybody knows. Everybody's seen it. Who cares?
Mr. Kellogg, I'm glad you decided to...
Getting warmer. One of these has
Fancy
got
dude.
to tell us something. We're running out of brain here.
Running out of
there's one
brain.
that looks mostly intact. Connecting now.
Initiated. Cryogenic stasis. Suspended.
Vault computers are still working. That's good. Checking through the logs. Hopefully it's all...
Just find it.
Pod C6. Down the hall near the end.
Yeah, there I am. A frozen Deadpool.
This is the one. Here.
Open it.
Is it over? Are we okay?
Almost. Everything's going to be fine.
Come here. Come here,
wait.
baby.
No, I've got him.
Let the boy go. I'm only going to tell you once.
I'm not giving you Sean.
God damn it. Get the kid out of here and let's go. At least we still have a
Goes
backup.
the weasel.
I'm sorry you had to go through that again.
So sorry.
I found another intact memory. Whenever you're ready. Is that your son? This appears to be a very recent memory.
He's got comic books
So,
too.
Good news, I think.
Wasn't my idea to settle down with the kid in the middle of Diamond City. I thought it was a terrible idea, actually. But it was one of the old man's pet projects, so here we were. Me and the kid, like a happy little family. I ended up kind of liking it. A reminder of what my life might have been if things had turned out differently. But there's no going back. I knew it was just temporary. It'd be back to normal business before too long.
Kellogg.
It's okay. One of these days you're gonna get your head blown off just barging in here like that.
Minimizing my exposure to civilians
The new breed of synths could easily pass as human.
is a priority.
Forget I said anything. So what's the big crisis this time?
New orders for you. One of our scientists has left the Institute.
Left? As in?
He's gone rogue. Name's Dr. Brian Virgil. We know he's hiding somewhere in the glowing sea. Here's his file.
Wow.
Armpit file.
Some heads are gonna roll for this. Capture and return, or just elimination?
Elimination. He was working on a highly classified program.
No kidding. One of the top bioscience boys? Damn. So, I guess you're taking the kid back with you.
Affirmative. Your only mission is to locate and eliminate Virgil.
You're taking me home to my father?
Yes. Stand next to me and hold still.
Okay.
It's all over, but the dreaming.
X688. Ready to relay with Sean.
Bye, Mr. Kellogg. I hope I see you again soon.
Bye.
Teleportation. Now it all makes sense. Nobody's found the entrance to the Institute because there is no entrance. Let me pull you out of there as soon as you're ready.
It's all over but the crying, and nobody's crying but me. Friends all over know I'm crying.
Slow movements, okay? I don't know what kind of side effects the procedure might have had. No one's ever done this before. How do you feel?
Next time I have to watch someone's life story, I want popcorn.
Well, if you're cognizant enough to joke, I think we can safely say that you're out of critical condition. Are you ready to talk about what happened in there?
We got what we needed. The Institute uses teleportation to get in and out.
Yes, their greatest secret has finally been revealed. But that only leads to more questions. How does it work? Where do we go next?
That scientist Kellogg was supposed to track down. Virgil, we need to find him.
You're right. A rogue Institute scientist could answer all kinds of questions. Where did the memory say he was? The glowing sea? That doesn't make sense. No one goes there. Not even if they were desperate.
That's why he's there. To make the Institute think twice about following him.
That must be it. He's using the radiation in the glowing sea like a shield or a cloak, a way to throw them off and be at an advantage. If Virgil found a way to survive there, you'll have to do the same. If you're going to follow him.
Oh, I'm going in naked. Fingers crossed I get superpowers.
I know you're joking, but as a doctor, I feel obligated to remind you that unprotected radioactive exposure will...
Right.
So be sure you find... By the way...
Hey, Valentine.
Hope you got what you were looking for inside my head. I was right. I should have killed you when you were on ice.
You want to try for round 2? Let's go!
What? What are you talking about?
Wait. Were you just playing a joke on me?
I guess that's for you to wonder and for me and Kellogg's memories to know for sure. Anyway, I feel fine, so let's get going. Or I could head back to Diamond City, since you've got company already.
I'll see you around, Nick.
Good luck out there. You know where to find me.
Boom, 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 boom.
Sounds like Ellie needs to talk to us.
Hey.
What can I do?
Hey, Piper.
You look like you could use a pick-me-up.
I think we're done for now.
Sure thing. I'll head home.
Alright, 48 minutes and no crashes.
Watch your back.
Hope you plan on using your robot powers for good. Nice day. Where are we headed?
Some more comics for the last comic shop. And here's the crash. I was gonna wrap it up anyway. Next time, Autobots roll out going to the